They built homes, farms, and conducted business in their new community. Once settled, they welcomed travelers along the Old Spanish Trail for a quick respite as they were nearing their journey's anticipated end in Los Angeles. Agua Mansa La Placita area was renowned for its hospitality. Today's Agua Mansa Road, just a few yards in front of us, was the actual Old Spanish Trail traveled by so many in the settling of the West. The first Saturday in October is recognized by the California legislature as Old Spanish Trail Day. So today we're celebrating this by taking you on a virtual journey along the old trail to see how the pioneers made their way from New Mexico to California. Abiquiu, New Mexico was our home to our ancestors. This is where they prepared for their journey to walk 1,200 miles in search of their dreams. Let's learn a little bit about New Mexico.
It was really all about trade, and trade routes were the means by which people survived and communities were created and the United States grew. Cast your imagination back to the early days of the 19th century when the Camino Real, the Santa Fe Trail, and the Old Spanish Trail came together in New Mexico. What is now the state of New Mexico is the start of our story. It all started in 1829 in Abiquiu, New Mexico. Antonio Armijo led the first documented round-trip trade caravan between Abiquiu and Los Angeles, California, with dozens of pack animals loaded with plentiful New Mexican goods. On the return trip, they would bring back horses and mules, which were needed in New Mexico. Later, the starting point of the trail would shift to the plaza of the city of Santa Fe. That plaza still exists today and is the center of New Mexico's capital. The Santa Fe Plaza thus became the point for the long mule wagon trains to transport goods from New Mexico to California. You could say that New Mexico served as a kind of giant emporium. Goods that were plentiful in New Mexico, such as wool from the famous Churro sheep, were gathered along with food, clothing, and blankets. These were traded for horses and mules that were abundant in California. Later, two different routes would be used during the heyday of the famous trail. The main route went from Santa Fe northwest to Green River, Wyoming, then southwest. A north branch from Santa Fe went north into Colorado, forded the Colorado River, then later joined the main route. Eventually, routes converged by the Virgin River going into Nevada near Mesquite. Varied routes then crossed the dangerous southwest deserts and the Cajon Pass to reach Mission San Gabriel and Los Angeles. So we see how New Mexico played a very pivotal role in the development of the expansion of the United States. Later in 1912, it would become a full-fledged state.